Hi everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Thursday, November 30th, 2017. For today's top story, we are going to answer a question from Rock Paper Shotgun, a source I feature often here on my show. They are asking, has Paladins been improved by its updates? And if you read this article, you would get the impression that it has. The game is not perfect, of course, it has some issues, but overall, it paints it in a positive light. If you're not familiar with Paladins, and I can say that I am not, I've only played a couple of games and that was when the game first released, it has a deck building loadout system similar to Battlefront 2's, except without the loot boxes, except it now has loot boxes. This has not been ignored by fans either, and while it is recognized that you do get every single level 1 card for free, cards go up to level 5. Regardless of level, progression is now absolutely tied to loot boxes, and even for a free-to-play game, pay to win is going to kill this community. Now there's a chance, probably a small one, that Hi-Rez will take community feedback into consideration, so for now, this story is still in development. Stay tuned to News Cartridge for more updates, and let me know in the comment section down below if you play Paladins. The middle of the show begins with a free game. The Bureau XCOM Declassified is currently free on Humble, and even though I've heard it's not a very good game, it's a great idea for a rainy weekend. Speaking of the weekend, you should be figuring out what you want to play, and good news because the Elder Scrolls Online is hosting an entire free week of play. If you're looking to travel to somewhere new, Italy DLC is coming to Euro Truck Sim 2 on December 15th and will cost $17.99 US dollars, $13.49 British pounds, or your regional equivalent. In update news, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will update tomorrow to version 1.1.0 on Nintendo Switch. In other Switch updates, ARMS has been updated with a new fighter called Springtron, who has an industrial theme with his hex key hair. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp has begun its holiday winter event starting today and lasting all the way until December 26th. Unofficially celebrating the holiday spirit is Battlefield 1, offering 250 free scrap just by logging in, double XP, and holiday-themed skins throughout the entire month of December. And then, I know this will be a lot for some to take in, but Star Ocean 4 on PS4 will have PC-like options. As a PC gamer, I am thrilled to see this in a console game. If you can't wait to see the new map coming to PUBG, then be sure to watch the Game Awards on December 7th, because the first gameplay footage will be shown there. In other award news is the PlayStation Awards 2017, and notable winners are Horizon Zero Dawn for both User Choice and Gold Awards, Undertale with the Indie and Developer Award, and Resident Evil 7 for User, Gold, and PlayStation VR Special Award. If you want to see the full list, please see the links in the description down below, along with timestamps and links for sources for all of today's stories. Moving on from there, let's talk about the closed beta for UFC 3, a game from everyone's favorite publisher, EA, and people are not happy with what they see. Similarly to Battlefront 2, you can unlock improvements for your character in loot boxes and through recurrent consumer spending opportunities. Apparently not breaking canon for custom-made fighters is important to EA too. According to Astute Gaming, a games media publisher, all techniques, abilities, fighters, and stat rolls are all gained through loot boxes or recurrent consumer spending opportunities. This is the only way to obtain perks and boosts. Along with all that bullshit, it seems the AI has taken a huge hit, with them repeating the same move over and over again. I would just like to remind everyone that the absence of variety is completely canon to UFC, with the fighters being trained to repeat the exact same moves every single round, and clipping is absolutely normal, especially when being kicked in the face by Ronda Rousey. I feel it's safe to assume the AI hasn't purchased enough loot boxes to have the entire moveset. And finally today, a story that's probably gonna get this episode demonetized, so let's be as advertiser friendly as possible. Would you like to win a porn star's panties? Would you like to earn yourself a pair of an adult film star's knickers? Yeah, advertiser friendly. Miss Kirara Asuka is her name, and by playing the game Roman of the Three Kingdoms, that's its English translation, you can earn yourself a pair of her undertrousers. By the way, the game is rated for 12 and up, which weirds me out a lot, but you have to be an adult to win the prize. And from the looks of it, it's a Clash of Clans clone and has absolutely nothing to do with the adult film industry. According to the Kotaku article, more than 200,000 people have already signed up. No, I'm not one of them, but let me know what your thoughts are on this contest in the comment section down below. Let's move on to something fresh with tomorrow's game releases. For PC, 7, The Days Long Gone, Underhuman, Hold Your Own, Empires of the Undergrowth, Project Cabin, Hostel, Hunters of Antiques, The Breeding, The Fog, Mission 1545, Black Jewel, Nocturnal Hunt, Odysseus Cosmos and His Robot Quest, Episode 1, and Coaster of Carnage VR. For PlayStation 4, Doom VFR. For Xbox One, Hand of Fate, Blue Angels, Soma, and Skyforce Reloaded. For Nintendo Switch, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And how does NASA organize a party? They plan it. Okay, so a couple of things. I've basically forgotten to do a game this week, to give away a game this week. I've picked out a comment that I want to give away. I think I'm just going to give it away tomorrow. I'm sorry that things are back to a rough start already. Yeah, I know I have. I also said I was going to do the Patreon reward today that I have not gotten done yet. That is going to get done tomorrow, or at least over the weekend. I promise. I don't remember who actually has the video coming to them. One other patron had asked if they could have multiple videos build up, and I just talked like 7 or 8 minutes about something. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do that, but I can only talk for so long about something. And then I gotta move on to something else like I'm doing now. So we got a couple of suggestions and whatnot. Pardon me. Gassy. Gotten a little suggestions and whatnot. The green from yesterday's thumbnail, got it right here. This is apparently not green enough. We want a brighter green, and I think it looks okay here. But when I look at it on the screen downstairs, it doesn't look bright enough. It didn't look bright enough in the thumbnail. I'll go get a new green. That's fine. I don't mind having to go do that. So expect to see a little bit of change there. You know what? For everybody out there, I was gonna do a Twitter poll on this, but not everybody follows me on Twitter. Technically, everybody follows me on YouTube because that's the whole reason anybody that's where my main platform is. So let me know if the date should be in the thumbnail. It would be in the top right up here. It'd be up here. I would move the conglomerate of pictures down a bit and then put the date up there. It would be it's got to be plain and clear and legible so that way people on mobile can see it very easily. Don't exactly know how to do that, like the style of it, because I kind of want it to be big and tall, but I don't want it to be too tall or too big that it takes up like a fourth of the screen or something. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want the date in the thumbnail. If we want the date in the thumbnail, I'll actually go back and re-edit the thumbnails for this week's episodes. It's no problem. I just bring it into my template and just put it over. It's fine. Let's see. Adding things to the thumbnail is a lot easier than taking them out. Let's see. What else is there? The orange I thought was pretty nice. I like the orange. Orange is going to look good. And then next week we're going to have the same thing run through. Purple's coming up on Friday. That's nice. So let's talk about EA. I don't think that we're going to see the same blowback we did over UFC 3 as we did Star Wars. Why? Because UFC 3 is not going to sell as much. So they're going to get away with this, I think, for UFC 3. Same thing with Hi-Rez Studios and Paladins. I don't think the game has a big enough fan base for people to really care. Now, Battlefront 2 had a big enough fan base. The first Battlefront had a very, very big fan base. Even though it was kind of a mediocre game, I particularly didn't like it. This new one, I even liked it. I liked this new Battlefront 2. I thought the gunplay was much better. Space battles, my goodness, space battles. That part was amazing. I think that they had a bigger blowback from it. Also, by the way, the blowback meaning they lost $3 billion in stock. They had a big blowback from it because Star Wars is such a popular IP. Most people like Star Wars, okay? Most people do. It's, at least most Americans, most people you'd consider nerd culture like Star Wars. I don't think that's too egregious for me to say. Most people also like Star Trek. I'm a bigger Star Wars fan than I am Star Trek fan, but I'm also a Trek fan. I call myself a Trek fan. I like Voyager. Ha ha ha. Yeah, everybody's gonna hate on me for liking Voyager. They're like, that's the worst one. Yeah, I know. Janeway's cool. I like Janeway. Like Picard's great. Picard's great. I'm drawing a blank on William Shatner's character. Jim. Forgot. I can't see. I'm not that big of a Trek fan. Sorry. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a other thing. Damn it, Jim. I'm a video game news pundit, not a Star Trek pundit. That's gonna kill me now. Please let me know. I'm gonna go look it up. I'll just go look it up when the show's over. It's gonna eat me alive. Why did I just look it up now? Kirk. That's right. Kirk. James T. Kirk. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm just gonna look it up. I didn't actually look it up. James. Captain Kirk. That sounds right. James Kirk. Yep. Okay. Got it. James T. Kirk. Yes. See, Star Wars knowledge prevails. Star Trek knowledge takes a little bit of time to get going. All right. So, yeah, I just don't think that they're going to have as big of a blowback because they don't have as big of a fan base, and that to some degree will let them get away with it. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. That one mobile game thing I think is hilarious. I think that's, I mean, whatever. People want to get a pair, whatever, fine. That's your prerogative. You do what you do. I don't judge people. I'm probably the last person to judge people on that sort of shit. So, yeah, I don't know. End card's done. I'm good with the end card. Are you good with the end card? Because I'm good with the end card. Are you? I'm going to wait for your response. We got 3 more minutes is what I'm saying. No, I'm just... Social media links are over here. Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Patreon. My favorite one, because you give me money. By the way, that's coming up soon. Don't forget, I will get Patreon rewards done next month. I promise. I'm not going to screw around. It's still new to me. I'm still getting used to this. I feel really bad. If you don't want to give me money this month because I didn't fulfill, fine, whatever. I understand. Anyway... Click up here, subscribe to my channel where I tell you to not give me money anymore. And click down here to watch yesterday's episode where we talk about, where's the thing? Red Dead Redemption 2's more than likely going to have loot boxes. There's a chance it might not, but it probably will. Bye. See you tomorrow, Friday. Yay. Bye.